Welcome back to EUREKA Farms for episode 20 with me, Mr. Sealy P. It's 7:16 in the morning here on EUREKA Farms. A lot has happened since I last saw you on here. As you've probably just seen, I've done quite a few contracts, and that was only some of them. I have added in a new shed because we're up to 5 harvesters, so one of them was stuck out on its own. We're going to be getting number 6 some point soon. That will go in there. What have I also done? Oh yeah, all the slurry I had and the manure I had has been sold at the biogas plant. On that screen, I got a payment overnight, which meant I had all the digestate left. The digestate I'm going to sell over here. What else? Oh yeah, the field edges where I had grass growing on the road. Thank you to absolutely everybody who commented with all your different suggestions on how to clear it. What I ended up doing was ploughing, so I re-ploughed, so I went just over the edge of the road either side. Then I came along with a much smaller seeder and I just planted seed right up to the edge. So rather than kind of seeding right across the whole lot, I just made sure I went right to the edge. That worked out about the best way of doing it. There were a couple of spots here and there where it wouldn't let me particularly well. I had a couple of issues, but no big deal. First job today, sell the digestate. Second job, oh yeah, that was the other thing, lorries. The TLX 9000 I sold and replaced it with another one of the Mantrid Roadrunner pluses, because one, it was quite loud on the Jake brake, which unfortunately so are these. I have to keep switching them off, and I've mentioned that before. But every time I tried to hire a worker using the 9000, it wouldn't work. I don't know if it's an incompatibility with the map, or every time I tried to hire a worker, it went laggy and stuttered. I tried ploughing with it, and the plough would raise and lower, and everything would stutter and shake. I tried fertilising with it. It was a nightmare. So whilst I was doing all my contracts, the other thing I did was the starer. I used all the digestate that was in the starer, and I used a load of the fertiliser that was in it. I then sold the starer, and I bought a third Braidell 165. So I've got 3 for fertilising, and I've got 1 here for liming, which speeds up the process hugely. Where are my other 2 lorries? Oh yeah, one over there. Oh yeah, and I bought a second tanker. So one is kind of for slurry and digestate stuff, and the other one's for milk. The other one's white, that's just over there. We're going to get to that in just a second. So what we'll do first is sell the digestate. So the money is way up. I think last time I saw you I was sitting around 700,000. So all the contracts I've been doing, a couple of harvest contracts, which obviously I got the double whammy, then I got the payment for the contract, and all the excess crop, means we are sitting in a very, very, very good position. Which means, 1, we should be very shortly able to buy harvest number 6, please. That'd be cool. And then we'll get that going. My canola contract on my, not canola contract, my canola field 2 that I bought and seeded, is not quite ready to harvest, but the cotton is. So today will be cotton by Alex. Sounds like a brand, doesn't it? Sounds like a perfume. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, cotton by Alex. We're going to try Alex's method for cotton stay. This is paying out rather well for the digestate. Milk, what we're sitting on for milk prices, hopefully pretty good. Milk is sitting at 1734 and climbing. Now, do I hold off for a better price on the milk? 76 grand for the digestate. It is well worth selling it all there. Because of the processing speed on here as well, at the biogas plant, it's just an absolute beauty. So what I'll probably do then is leave the milk for the time being, and let's get on to this cotton, because I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a while. So as you can see around the edges, the grass is growing, but it's around the edge, it's a lower growth stage. So I'm not going to be mowing any grass just yet. I may do some more off camera. I would like to mention very quickly, I know this is one of those weird things where I'm kind of preaching to the converted, obviously, because if you're watching this video then it's because you're watching it. I think the YouTube algorithm's doing one of its usual things where you go through a period of a month or more than 1 month where YouTube decides it doesn't like you or your channel and it doesn't recommend it to anybody. But I'm slightly puzzled, and I have been concerned because there's been a lot of issues on YouTube with people's accounts being cloned and people then claiming ad revenue. So they get views. You post a video, they repost the video on a duplicate site, and then people come on and watch what they think is your channel, because weirdly it seemed to be all of a sudden last month my views like halved, literally halved. Now it could just be, I'm not so arrogant to believe that I'm infallible, it could just be that people have decided they've had enough of watching my channel. Fair enough. But my mod reviews, and I've been doing mod reviews since FS19, since mods began on console, and that's kind of built up to a level that I've got to kind of used to a certain amount of views, and it can fluctuate. It can fluctuate wildly, don't get me wrong. But what baffles me in the last month is that I would say on average it's halved, and that surprises me that half of my viewers have suddenly decided, no, I'm not going to watch his mod reviews anymore. Again, it could be 100% that it's my fault. Right, so the Jake brakes are off. So yeah, I don't know, I'm a bit puzzled. But what I was going to say was, if you don't have notifications turned on, because that's the other thing YouTube does every now and again, it decides it's going to reset everything and you suddenly find your notifications aren't on. But like I say, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you have got them on, or you're looking constantly for regular updates. It's the people that haven't got them on that probably wouldn't be watching this and then wouldn't know. But anyway, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. And I know I don't normally end, I just say, look, if you've enjoyed the video, just give us a like, that'd be great. But if you're watching the video and in any way, shape or form you like the video, just if you could just hit that like button. Hopefully that pushes me up in the YouTube algorithm and people suddenly go, oh, he's still there, he's still alive, he's still doing stuff. I know it's been a bit hit and miss over the last week or so, and if you watch my last RASFET video you'll understand why. But yeah, things have been a bit weird. So, not weird, but difficult. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with that one because it's cheaper to lease. I'm going to lease the cotton harvester. I'm assuming this is going to work. I've seen some pictures of this, and it looks like it will, but I couldn't say for certain. And I think he's just using the Goldhofer. We'll use it in the standard colour. This is so weird. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Now, for this to work, as far as I understand it, am I supposed to lower that down? I can never remember. Is that lower, or does it just do it automatically? I don't know if I need it extended either, though. Do I need it extended? I don't think I do. Oh, we'll soon find out. Yeah, so... Yeah, for this to work, you need your crop destruction turned off. You'll see why. That needs to be opened. If this works, it's going to be crazy. Although, I'm just worried about the harvester falling off at the moment, because that seems very tight. But, like I say, this is going on something I've seen. I've had pictures sent to me, and Alex has assured me this works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, so be it. This is absolutely bonkers. What am I doing? Honestly, what am I doing? But again, that's what we're here for. That's what the R&D team is here for. Can you see where this is going? Does it have beacons? I don't think it does. Right, okay. So I honestly don't know how long this is going to take either, so... He said he did field 4, and that he could have done field 4 quicker, because he used one harvester like this and one harvester running normally, as far as I could tell. Or he might have had multiple harvesters running. I really think this is going to fall off. Can you see where this is going? Now apparently, if I turn that harvester on, and then drive through the crop with this, it still harvests. Ah dear. Okay. The one field I haven't been able to sort things out, so I'm just worried about breaking suddenly and that harvester dropping off the back. Right, okay. So let's see now. Nope. Turn on harvester. Harvester is turned on. If this works, Alex, you're a genius. Oh, it does, Alex. Oh man. Alex, you're a genius. That is absolutely bonkers. Now what I am interested in is what that crop is that appears to be growing at the edge. I'll go around and tidy any other bits up. So if you are fed up with cotton harvest taking a while, yes, it does mean turning crop destruction off. Now in the realms of, you know, turning crop destruction off at this point is probably the least of your worries when you consider, are we doing anything even remotely realistic? No. One, we're running a lorry, crop destruction is turned off, we've got a low loader with a cotton harvester on the back of a low loader. I just, it's brilliant. It is, Alex, genius. Now how fast can I harvest? That's pretty good. Again, now this isn't EUREKA Farms specific, is it? This is fast farming on another level. This is cotton harvesting at... Well, let's see what speed we can get to. I don't want to get a wobble on, and I don't want to lose the harvest off this. So I've got to be careful on the turn. Now this might not be as easy to do on a hilly field. Let's see what speed we can get up to, shall we? (41), 44, 46, 50, 55. Hang on, have I turned off the harvester? Is it just going too fast for it to register? It's hard to know, isn't it? I think it is still harvesting. Sorry, I panicked then. It's still harvesting. Right, let's try that again. Sorry, I panicked for a second. It's my fault. I don't know if are we offset a little bit, maybe. Harvester might not be straight on there. I think it's doing one of those you don't have access to this field routines. Right. Let's try again and not panic this time. Don't panic! Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Isn't it weird It wasn't showing cotton, now it is. I maybe just got above a certain speed and the harvester went, nah, you know what? I can't be dealing with this. Okay, we're at 60 miles an hour, 62, 64. No, don't brake too hard. So this is now, my panic now is overshooting. I didn't want to suddenly jam the brakes on. Well. This is zany and cool and crazy, and I am curious though for unloading. Well, I suppose technically it's still turned on whilst it's not under power, so once it reaches its full capacity it should still unload, shouldn't it? Shouldn't it? And I'm assuming of course like the same with using the header, the tool height control for harvesters. I'm still picking up all the cotton. It's not doing anything it shouldn't be. I wonder now, if I turn, will it take the... Yeah, it was just the angle I was at. Let's see if I can get that all picked up. There we go. I do the edge first, I think. Oh dear. So as you can imagine, it's just going to take a little bit longer to do. I'm going to do around the edge now, I think. I'm just very curious, because we're not far off a full bale now. What happens when we get to a full bale? What's this now? This normally runs at 6, doesn't it? It's the normal speed of a regular harvester, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. The harvester hasn't really moved too much on the back of here. I think it's just not getting too overexcited. One, is if you are going really fast, it's not to suddenly jam the brakes on. And two, I guess, is not turning too sharply. Because I did wonder when I first saw the pictures, I thought, well, okay, that's great, but how does it unload? But with it hanging right off the back like that, it should, I guess, still technically unload in the same way, will it? No. So that's the only thing, I guess, then, is that whilst the harvester is turned on, it's not unload. It won't unload automatically, which I suppose that's a small price to pay, considering the speed you're now harvesting at, I guess. So what I'll have to do... Okay, not quite sure why I thought it would unload automatically, but unload baler. That has moved, doesn't it? And away we go. Have I mentioned Alex, you're a genius? So, tired of cotton harvest taking a long time? Want to speed up the process somewhat? This may be the method for you. Of course, it may not. Or it's one of those things like a lot of the EUREKA stuff that I've been doing. If you're a die-in-the-wall, realism is absolutely crucial, then of course you're not going to. If you're one of those realism gets put on hold, but not if anyone asks type of people, you know what I mean? If anyone asks, oh no, I never cheat, no, absolutely not, no. I never use any hacks, I never cheat, I never do anything, like that at all. And then when no one's looking, I might do a little bit here and there, That's not everyone, and I'm not accusing anybody. If you're now there sitting, getting angry because you think I'm accusing you of cheating, I'm not. I'm really not. Wow, how many bales are we going to get, and how long is it going to take? What time is it now? 7:37. What time will we get this completed at this speed? It's a fairly big field still though, and I haven't done that many strips. I reckon we could get about 10 bales off this, and I reckon we'll be done by maybe, what do you reckon, 8:15? It's 8:15, too much of an ask, do you reckon? It's better if I keep mucking around like this. I need to just get on with it. I'm just trying to tidy up the ends and stuff first, give myself a bit of an overrun area. Oh, the other thing you may have noticed, I've turned traffic off for the time being. Just while I was doing a couple of jobs, and then I just completely forgot to turn it back on, so I will do. I will see you in a little while. Now, cotton collection, I don't know if I've got any auto-load trailers. I might have some auto-load trailers for cotton ready. I don't know what cotton's even selling for at the moment. No idea. So what I'll do is do the end bit here as well. We'll go up and down, side to side. Let's get this done. I have to say the cotton harvester is very stable on here. Very stable. Now I don't know if Alex was the first person to do this, or he saw it somewhere else. I honestly don't know. All I know is that Alex sent me the pictures. He was the first person that I personally had seen doing this. So again, if you know someone else that has been doing this for a long time, I'm not saying that Alex invented it. He may have done. He also may not have done. Just disclaimer there, just covering all the bases. Right then. And that's it. It took a bit longer than I thought it was going to take, I'll be honest, but it was way quicker. I don't know if to rename this the Cotton Rocket. Possibly. Now, in all the excitement, I've completely lost track as to whether I've got 9 and this partial bale or 10 and this partial bale. I could even have 11 in this partial bale. I'm really not sure. Thank you, Alex. It worked a charm. Absolutely brilliant. Not something I would have ever considered. You know, one of those weird things you just think, yeah, it works, and it works well. So all we've got to do now is collect them all up. Milk prices are still rising. They haven't peaked yet, so I'm not going to do anything just yet. I'm going to take this back. I'm going to grab grab a cotton bale collector. I'm not quite sure which one to do. On my way back, I just want to say a couple of thank yous, or 3 actually. A big thank you to Nicholas, David and Jeffrey. Thank you so much for your generosity. Very kind of you. It's going to fall off. It took a bit longer than I thought it was going to. I had a couple of offs in that in the exuberance of youth. You know what it's like. I got overexcited. But I did a couple of turns a little bit too sharp. As you can see, it's kind of shot forward a little bit. A couple of times I broke a little bit too sharply as well. So the knack to it was letting off the accelerator when you're getting towards the end. So it slowed right down. Nice wide turn. What I also found was sometimes the head would move side to side a little bit. All you had to do, and it took a little bit of practice, was if you did a left or right turn, depending on how tightly or how quickly you did the turn, you could get the harvester to slide to the side just a little bit either way, and it made all the difference. But that's all done. That field is going to need to be ploughed now, isn't it? Pretty sure it needs ploughing. Oh, maybe not. I thought after cotton it needs... Why did I think that? I was convinced after you did cotton. I know corn. I thought cotton was another one that would need ploughing. Well, it needs lime anyway. We can do that. Let's disconnect from both of those. That can all go back. As far as cotton collecting machinery goes, have we got any auto load stuff? Square bales. How does that take? 2 at a time. It's auto load, so it'll be a bit quicker, won't it? Tough as any other ones. I know I have done it all different ways before. I've done it on was it Stone Valley when I did it manually. Load them sideways. I think I did a Ravenport way back and put them on sideways onto a trailer and took about 10 at a time. It just takes a lot longer loading. So I think what I'll do, if I just lease that in that configuration, is fine. Auto load, yes. Doesn't need to be a lorry that collects it. Oh yeah, spinnery. I haven't been to the spinnery very often at all. I haven't done wool, have I? Oh, right, down the bottom. Again, I have no idea what the price is for wool. Oh, that is horrendously low. Why is that so low? That's terrible. I've been on maps where the... Oh, that's wool. Ignore me. Ignore me. Cotton prices. Right, let's have a look at the cotton prices. 2292, 2245. At the old grain mill, looks like 2292 at the bale store is the best price. So I was looking at wool prices. 2262 at the spinnery, and the price is climbing. So do I just take a punt and do it there? Where is the bale store? I don't think I've been to the bale store either. That's here, isn't it? That's bale and feed. Bale store, okay, it's over there. Well, maybe I'll do the first couple to the bale store, see how the price goes at the spinnery and take the rest there. Let's grab the first couple. I'm trying to think now. L1 and triangle and L1 and square. Always forget the auto load trays. Yeah, this is the other part. I couldn't get the grass to go. Every time I tried to plough there, it kept saying I didn't own the land, so I'm not quite sure how I put the grass on there in the first place, but obviously just overlapped somehow. Let's go in there. Sorry, that was just something I did on my controller. There was nothing visible. There we go. So, what's L1 in square? Well, that's 1. I need to keep track of these then. Oh, maybe I haven't got. I thought Oh, maybe I'm not even close to 9 then. Never mind. Do I rack them all up and then do it, or do I just go backwards and forwards and tell you how many I got at the end? I think we'll... Oh, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll get the money for them. So we have done cotton. So all those people that said, can you do a big cotton harvest? I have. Not in the way you were probably expecting. How much are we going to make? Should do alright, shouldn't we? L1 triangle. 91,712 for 2 bales. Oh, okay. That's alright. I have seen prices higher, I've seen prices lower. I've seen cotton bale prices up around 4,000 on certain maps. Now I'm on normal economy. Obviously if you've got it on easy economy it's going to be higher pricing anyway. So I could be, if I have got 10 bales, knocking on the door of, well, not 500,000, maybe 400 and a bit. What do I need now? Circle and square, is it? No. That's weird. Try and swap position. Operating position. Oh. I was doing circle, not square, that's why. Oh, okay. I'm now really thinking I'm not even anywhere close to what I thought I was. Maybe they're all at the top of the field. Please tell me they're all at the top of the field. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another one further down here. 6. Yeah, 6, and I've done 2 and 2 here. Yeah, so 10 in total. So 9 and a bit. I was thinking, am I going mad? I could have sworn it. I knew it was around 9 or 10. It's just they were all further up the field, that's all. Right, see a little bit richer. Bale's done. We'll then get the milk sold. And it'll be time for my 6th harvester. I mean, technically I could get 7, because I could have 6 workers running and I could run the 7th. That's just mad. Like I say, I think 3's the most I've ever done. I don't think I've ever done 4. To be running 5 already and then run a 6th is crazy, but awesome. And then, whoa, no. Oh, man, okay, that price tanked. Where are we? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, unless one of those was the partial bale. It was, wasn't it? The first one I picked up was the partial bale. I was going to say, how did I get 91 for the first lot? Because that's still saying 2292 at the bale store, but I think one of those was the partial. Well, that worked out all right. 9 and a partial. We're up to 1,982,000. Well, 700 and dropping. I've got a worker liming field 7/3. Let's open that up. 55,000 litres in here. I think as well it's probably time for some more cows. That one's up to 444, this one's up to 216, so let's do another 100 maybe. That should be right, shouldn't it? Yep, 316, 444. We're climbing ever closer to that 1,000. I think, yeah, it's definitely going to be new harvester. We'll have 6 running. My canola field will need to be harvested, and that's what we'll get the 6 on. Once this is limed, field 7 and 3 combined, I'm going to put something in it. Not too sure what yet. But let's just top the tank off for milk. We'll go and get rid of the first. So I think I've got enough for at least 2 runs, if not 2 and a bit. It hasn't peaked the milk price, but it's all good. So, cotton done. Another 100 cows. Milk to be sold. Digestate's been done. And I'm going to keep doing that as well. If I look at my manure and slurry situation, manure and slurry, when it builds up at any point, I need to obviously top all those off now. They're going to be close that. That's going to be taken to the biogas plant. So I'll sell that at the biogas plant, and then the digestate I'll bring over here. I could sell the slurry and the manure directly there and get a pretty good price for it, but the price for digestate is really good. So it makes more sense to get the money from the biogas plant. I know I mentioned it in the previous episode or one of the episodes before. It just makes more sense doing it that way round, getting the money from the biogas plant and the digestate, then selling the digestate as well. I mean, obviously that price fluctuates, and it could be that sometimes I might be doing myself out of money. I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, was that ready to harvest? Or that wasn't ready, but it looks like it is now. Well, I know I'm going to be doing in the next episode. So, like, last few things to tick off my bucket list then. One will be the 6 harvesters, that's what I was aiming for. The next is the 1,000 cows, which I was also aiming for. Now, depending on how well I do with the canola harvest here, it was canola I put it, wasn't it? I'm sure it was canola. And obviously selling the milk now. I was going to do another massive grass harvest and put it in the bunker silo at the biogas plant, and then sell all of it at the biogas plant, because then I would have all of the price for that, and then a huge amount of digestate. And as with any Let's Play that I've ever done, you reach that tipping point, and I've mentioned it before, there's that snowball. You start off and you're kind of scrapping around, you're trying to make enough money to buy a few bits of machinery. Then you have your list of machinery you want to get, the list of equipment you want to get, the list of buildings you want to get, the list of things you want to tick off your list of things you want to achieve before the end of the Let's Play. Then you hit that tipping point where you've bought everything you want to buy, you've placed everything you want to place, you've got all the animals you wanted to get. Now I could go on here and I could then get pigs, I could get sheep, I could do all sorts of other things. That wasn't my plan initially. That's what we get. And you kind of set yourself your targets, and once you've bought all the equipment and stuff you want to get, when you get to a point like I kind of am now, where you're just making profit on everything, and my money will just continue to go up now. Obviously there's going to be a bit of a hit when I buy my next harvester and headers, but I'm not going to use all my money. Whereas up to now, everything I've earned, all the money I've been making, I've been ploughing back into buying new machinery, buying new equipment, buying cows. But I've reached that point. I mean, I could buy another mower. Of course I could. I could buy another fertiliser. I could speed up the process and all of these contracts that I'm doing. Because when these pop up, like the sowing ones, the ploughing, I could get another plough now. Actually, that's probably not a bad idea. Then I could have 2 vehicles running ploughs at the same time. One could be ploughing normally, I can be ploughing faster, and we can get through the ploughing contracts quicker. It's all about just that, you know, increasing productivity, speeding up productivity, making more money. But when you get to a point where all you're doing is making money and then not bending it, that's when I personally think, okay, I've reached my tipping point. It will be time to move on. So yeah, a couple more things to tick off the list. The cotton harvester's one, 6th harvester, and then the 1,000 cows. I think I've got everything I need. 119,000 for one load, awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got everything I need. Like I said, I could speed up my process a little bit. I want to do my canola harvest. All of that is profit. That's not a harvest contract. That's all mine. Every penny I will get from that, and that should be a massive payout. And then that should give me the money I need to buy the remaining cows. Yeah, what I was going to say was I think I've got everything I need in storage, so that when I hit my 1,000 cows, I think I've got enough TMR in storage and straw and hay / silage to top everything up. If I haven't got enough TMR, I've got enough to make the rest of the TMR I need, so that with my 1,000 cows I can have everything full. That was the aim, kind of building all the resources up to hit 1,000 cows. And I know I've harped on about it, but these are all things I have not done before on a Let's Play, on Farming Simulator, ever. And that's brilliant. Some of these new methods and tricks and things that people have told me about, things I've tried out, things that TNTmodding allowed me to do by putting in the mods originally. Like I said before, unfortunately with the update, losing a load of those things. I didn't update my maps, so I've still got them, but it has allowed me to kind of explore and expand and do things I wouldn't normally do. Now, I don't doubt, you know, there are guys out there that have played the game 100% normally, realistically maybe, and have still managed to have 1,000 head of cattle and still done some of the things I've done, and that's fantastic. You know, I doff my cap in your direction, because it's, you know, it's no mean feat to run. You know, when you think of the resources I've got, my storage at the moment, and bearing in mind my storage is insane, 2 10 million litre storage silos, which are available in the regular Modhub. All the mods I'm using are in the description. But if we go across, yeah, 4 million litres of silage, 3,658,000 litres of grass, hay 4,127,000, straw 10,516,000 litres. Yeah, unfortunately my wood chips, I did have wood chip tonight for when I did poplars, but when I then had to reset the map, when I had my game crash, I forgot to put the wood chip back in, and my potatoes and my sugar beet and sugar cane as well, didn't I? I didn't put any of that back in. So I should and could be a lot better off than I am. But that just is what it is. So potentially one more episode? Just thinking. Do the harvest with 6 harvesters, and then, because buying cows is buying cows, that's not an episode in its own right, is it? But then I'm going to have to make sure they're all fed and watered and stuff. Maybe I could get both those things done into one episode. So potentially one more after this, and then we shall be moving on. Where to, I don't know. That's a big dilemma. Unfortunately, the Rasvet Let's Play doesn't seem to be going down very well. I'm really enjoying it. I like the map. I know the videos have been very hit and miss and a bit sporadic. I think that's putting a lot of people off, because I'm not posting as frequently. Like I said, there's been a few things that have been going on, and I can only apologise for that. But yeah, people don't seem to be wanting to watch it. I know for those people that are, thank you so much for watching it. I think that's fantastic. But again, I don't know if that's to do with the YouTube thing, whether people aren't being notified, I don't know. Or it could just be people are really not liking it. We'll see. So I'm going to carry on with Rasvet because I want to. And now for a while I did only run one Let's Play. I was in the habit of running 2. One would be normal, one would be with seasons or something else usually. Then I was only running one for a while, and for quite a while I just ran one. Then I thought I'd get back into doing 2 again. But again, there's that situation with, unlike as opposed to yesterday where we had one mod I think popped up in the Modhub, the mods and maps of the last few weeks have been so many and so frequent. Doing map tours, mod reviews and Let's Plays, and obviously with some of the Let's Plays, or the Let's Plays I'm doing, working between is taking a long time. So they haven't been as frequent as they could have or should have been. We shall see. But there you go. So, cotton. Yeah, if you want to have a crack at that, have a go. See what you think. You might think of another way of doing it. There might be other low loaders that will work better. You might be able to strap the harvester on to one, maybe using various different bits and bobs. But it did work. It was just you have to be a little bit careful. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, no, if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Lots of pleases in there. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.